Lily had always believed her life was picture perfect. She and her husband Ryan had built a comfortable life together in a small, cozy town by the river. Their evenings were spent talking, laughing, and dreaming about their future. But lately, something felt off. Ryan had started coming home late, claiming he was working overtime. Yet, Lily noticed subtle changes. He seemed distracted, his phone was always locked, and he often excused himself to answer calls in another room. The last straw came when Lily found a receipt from a cafe she'd never heard of. It wasn't the receipt itself that bothered her, it was the frequency. She saw dates and times that didn't match his usual routine. One rainy afternoon, curiosity got the better of her. She decided to follow Ryan to this mysterious cafe and find out what was going on. The rain fell steadily as Lily slipped on her coat and grabbed an umbrella. Her heart pounded with a mix of nervousness and determination. She wasn't sure what she'd find, but she had to know the truth. The cafe wasn't far, nestled beside the riverbank, its warm glow visible through the gray drizzle. Lily had passed it a few times but never paid much attention. Now it seemed to hold the answers to questions she didn't want to ask. She walked quietly, her footsteps muffled by the rain-soaked pavement. As she approached, she spotted Ryan through the large front window. He was sitting at a small table, leaning in to talk to someone. Lily's breath caught. It wasn't just anyone. It was Emma, her sister. The sight sent a jolt through her, and she hesitated for a moment before stepping closer to see more clearly. Lily stood frozen outside the cafe, the rain running off her umbrella in steady streams. Her eyes locked on the scene inside. Ryan was leaning slightly forward, his expression warm and animated. Emma, her younger sister, laughed softly, tucking a strand of hair behind her ear. For a moment, Lily thought she might be imagining things. Why would her husband be here with her sister? The question twisted in her chest, filling her with equal parts confusion and hurt. Gathering her courage, Lily pushed the door open. A soft chime announced her presence, but neither Ryan nor Emma seemed to notice her right away. She walked closer, her footsteps deliberate. "Ryan," she said, her voice steady but low. He looked up, startled. Emma froze, her smile fading. "What are you doing here?" Lily asked, her gaze darting between them. Ryan opened his mouth, but no words came out. Instead, Emma spoke first. "Lily, it's not what you think," she said quickly. Lily's voice grew sharper. "Then what is it?" "Because from where I'm standing, it looks pretty bad." Ryan finally found his voice. "Let me explain," he said, his tone pleading. But Lily wasn't ready to listen, not yet. The tension between them was palpable, thick enough to cut with a knife. Lily's eyes flicked back and forth between Ryan and Emma, searching for answers in their guilty expressions. The warmth of the cafe contrasted with the icy cold in her chest. "Explain?" Lily repeated, her voice rising. What could you possibly say to make this okay? Ryan stood up, his chair scraping against the floor. Lily, please sit down. You've got it all wrong, he said, his hands raised in a placating gesture. Emma, looking pale and anxious, interjected, It's not like that. Really, it's not. Then tell me, Lily snapped, her voice cracking. Tell me what's going on. Why are you sneaking around with my sister? Ryan hesitated for a moment, glancing at Emma. We didn't want to worry you, he began. Worry me? Lily's laugh was bitter. You thought sneaking behind my back with my sister wouldn't worry me. Emma reached across the table, her voice soft but firm. Lily, listen to me. Ryan was helping me. I've been dealing with something personal. I asked him not to tell you because I didn't want you to get upset. Something personal? Lily repeated, her voice laden with disbelief. What kind of personal problem justifies this? Ryan's tone was earnest as he leaned closer. It's true, Lily. She needed support, and I was just trying to be there for her. That's all. But Lily wasn't sure what to believe anymore. Lily left the cafe without another word. The rain had stopped, but the air was thick and heavy, mirroring the weight in her chest. She walked along the riverbank, her thoughts swirling like the water below. Emma's words echoed in her mind. I didn't want you to get upset. Ryan's plea lingered too. She needed support. Could they be telling the truth? Or were they just weaving a story to cover up something worse? She sat on a nearby bench, staring at the ripples in the water. Trust had always been the foundation of her relationship with Ryan and the bond with her sister. But now, cracks had formed, and she wasn't sure they could be repaired. Taking a deep breath, Lily made a decision. She would confront Emma alone, away from Ryan, to hear her sister's side of the story without interference. She needed the truth, no matter how much it hurt. The next day, Lily invited Emma to her home. She brewed 2 cups of tea, setting them on the kitchen table, and sat down across from her sister. Emma looked nervous, her fingers fidgeting with the edge of her sleeve. Tell me everything, Lily said, her tone steady but firm. No half-truths, no secrets. I need to understand. Emma hesitated, then took a deep breath. I've been struggling, Lily, financially and emotionally. I didn't want to burden you, so I asked Ryan for advice. He offered to help me figure things out discreetly. That's all it was, I swear. Lily studied her sister's face, searching for any hint of dishonesty. Emma's eyes glistened with unshed tears. And why couldn't you tell me? Lily asked, her voice softening. I was ashamed, Emma admitted. You've always been so strong, so put together. I didn't want you to think less of me. Lily reached across the table, taking Emma's hand. You're my sister. You can come to me with anything. Don't shut me out. Ryan's words replayed in her mind. She needed support. Slowly, the pieces fell into place. Though the hurt lingered, Lily decided to forgive. Trust would take time to rebuild, but this could be a new beginning, one rooted in honesty and understanding. Today, you learned how to express surprise and ask for explanations in English. You even practice phrases like, "What are you doing here?" and "Let me explain." Learning English is like following a story, one step at a time. Don't give up, because every word you learn brings you closer to your goal. Subscribe to the channel, share this video, and stay tuned for more fun stories to improve your English.